Good morning, American Jiu-Jitsu. We are at 4th degree black belt. 4th degree black belt. That's called Yodan in our system. 4th degree black belt. Many years to get to 4th degree black belt. Actually, 4th degree black belt is what they consider a junior master. Okay. We do a technique. Each rank, 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, and now 4th degree, has a pin that kind of is a feature part of the art. So at 1st degree, we showed you Shodan. At 2nd degree, we showed you Nidan. At 3rd degree, we showed you Sandan, and now we're showing you what we call a Yodan. All right, these are techniques that have somewhat of a traditional name, okay, but they represent the rank, and kind of I'm a theme kind of guy, or an OCD you might call kind of guy, and have the system set up where right throughout the whole system, the first part of the belt system at the new rank starts off with the name of the rank and the technique that's appropriate for it. These techniques, so the Shodan is when we wanted to get behind the person and use that person as a shield. The Nidan drops the person straight down. The Muchi allows us to get 180 degrees behind that person, or actually go 360 degrees if we want, in controlling of that Muchi. Now this technique, and this technique is a funny technique with a funny story attached to it, I actually used in a very serious situation against a high-level official because they did not believe in American Jiu-Jitsu. And they did so much believe after I did the technique to them, because I explained that when doing Jiu-Jitsu, it's very deceptive and it looks like we're doing nothing. So the person didn't really believe that, and then they grabbed me, and then we showed them how nice it was. So I also was in a very confined area when this person did this to me, and I couldn't do a big throw because there was a table, there was a wall, and there was a chair. So the person grabbed me, and I did what we call a Yodan. It's a very deceptive movement, hard to really appreciate on video. Easiest thing to do is throw stones at it and say it doesn't work. Like I said, when we reopen up, you need to come down to the dojo, let us show you, let us make you a believer, but most importantly, let us teach you and show you our beautiful art. So a Yodan will bring the person to the side. Okay, we could snap the wrist in a heartbeat, but it looks so minimal, it looks like nothing. I love doing this to people for the first time because after they get it done the first time, they become true believers. It's very similar to a Nidan, but now it's moving the wrist this way, right? It's moving the wrist this way. And it allows the person to go to the side of us. And it could be because of environment, or it could be just because that's where we want to bring the person, okay? So we're gonna do high punch, straight punch, low punch, high wedge, and low wedge into Yodan. So the first one is a high punch from here. He comes in with a Tazabaki, he moves, he grabs that wrist. Notice the palm is up. And all he does is take the other hand, puts it by the elbow, steps back, boom, and he just can snap the wrist. Again, I get you don't appreciate it on video. I am not a magical, mystical kind of a person. I'm a pain person. You know, when I competitively fought, I was 59-1. I got knocked out almost my second to last fight because I didn't believe I could get knocked out, and somebody knocked me out because I wanted to subject myself to pain, I think. Stupid, all right? But the point is that if it's not a usable technique on the street, it would not be in my system. So when you're watching on video, it might be a little confusing, but like I said, write a note, come down, check it out, we'll make you believe it. So let's look at that one more time. High punch, controls it, takes it, and from here, boom. Again, it's like a magic trick, you know? Just because you don't understand, it doesn't mean it's not real. We do the same thing from a straight punch. From here, he goes in with the Tazabaki, from here, grabs the hand, takes it, and torques it back. How pretty is that? Same thing with a low punch. From here, comes in, they're all very similar. Grabs the hand, torques it, and comes back, okay? Same thing from high wedge. Bang, comes in, grabs it, controls the elbow, torques it back. And last one from a low wedge. From here, boom, comes around, torques it, and back. Let's watch that one more time without the torquing, and you get a chance to see what it's all about. So on the high punch from here, comes in, takes it, and twists the wrist that way. On the straight punch, from here, boom, on the low punch. High wedge, and last one is low wedge. When watching these videos, okay, with the Yodan, it's a very this way movement. So the Shodan is a this wrist, that's the first wrist manipulation, or first. The Nidan is here, second, it's pressing it this way. The Muchi is twisting it this way. Now the Yodan, like I said, is going this way. There's a bunch of nerves in that wrist. And when those nerves are hit not properly, it's very painful. You know, sometimes people, especially sometimes, believe it or not, women, They have very flexible wrists. When we do a wrist manipulation to somebody, it's okay if it doesn't work. You know, we never go to a combat with one thought in mind. If Chef Billy did the high punch and stopped when we get to the Yodan from here, if all of a sudden he did this and felt like, I'm going to do that 1-inch punch on me or over the top, boom. If all of a sudden he felt he wasn't getting a reaction from his bang, he could strike, come around, go right into an arm bar, exactly what I was thinking, all right? And manipulate that person. So jiu-jitsu, like I said, on many of these tapes, it's a puzzle. And we don't know what we're going to use. Just because we show these techniques in this sequence, it's because you got to learn the ABCs a certain way. They don't just say, hey, there's 26 letters and you learn B first and A first and second. Or no, there has to be a systematic approach. So how we use and what we use, and if a person tries to resist, is not a problem, okay? This is being taught at a junior master level because at this point, you have so much artillery and so many tools in place to do other things that you're going to be totally sure about why you're using these techniques, all right? But like I said, if you need to take the person down as a shield, if you need to separate them down, get behind them, bring them to the side, yep, that's right. 5th degree black belt is another technique that we distance ourselves from the person. This took me a tremendous amount of years. I've been training the martial arts for over 51 years. I've been teaching American Jiu-Jitsu over 35 years. And it's been, somebody said to me, a living document. It's been a work in progress. And our system is not grappling. We respect grapplers and we respect all martial arts. A lot of people are confused because they hear the word American Jiu-Jitsu and they think it's a grappling art. We only teach you how to deal with the grappler from a non-rule scenario, which doesn't make us better or worse. It just means that we'll strike in the eye, strike in the throat, strike in the groin. And a good grappler trains for competition. Doesn't mean they can't do the same thing, but how you train is how you react, okay? We're not tougher, we're not stronger, we're not bigger, we're not faster. We just are gonna fight without rules. So a hot cup of coffee or a fork into your eye or get into my car and run you over, that's the way we play it. We're not going to get up, show us you have an S on your chest, and become Superman. We're going to be very street effective type people. So over the years of teaching, of questions, of information is how I created American Jiu-Jitsu. So I hope you appreciate that when you're watching it. Take some notes, have some criticism. Don't post them up on Instagram. Call me, text me, email me. Do whatever you want to do. Come down to the dojo, most importantly. We can't wait to get back on the mat. That's why we're doing these videos. By the way, when you get back to the mat, we are 100% safe. We have 6-foot distancing with all the squares on the mat. We have plastic up so there'll be no sneezing in people's faces. We have masks, we have gloves, everything. The place is spick and span spotless as it always is, but we're making sure your safety is going to always be intact. Stay home, stay healthy, stay safe. If you can go outside today, it's a beautiful day. Hopefully when you're watching this, it's a beautiful day. Take some deep breaths, keep yourself positive, keep yourself moving forward. We so appreciate you viewing our videos. American Jiu-Jitsu LI is what you gotta remember. Facebook, group page, YouTube, like and subscribe. American Jiu-Jitsu Gmail if you wanna reach me. AJJ Centers, if you want to know a list of all our virtual training and codes for our Zoom classes. We have classes 7 days a week till there's no excuses, okay? If you can't make one of our times, refer back to YouTube, and all of these videos are listed right there. Again, I want to thank Kathy and Billy, Sean, Kathy and Billy for coming down and assisting with me. I couldn't do this without them. I'm so appreciative of that. And everybody stay home healthy and safe like I always say, and we'll see you on the next tape. Have a great day. Bye.